Welcome to this week's Ask Elaine. I have the great pleasure of being with Hoda. Hi, Hoda.
Hi.
Hoda used to work with us here at Shepherd's for 4 years. She's now working in her field. She's an engineer.
That's right, yeah. Totally different environment, but yeah.
Totally different. Now, I know that we helped at Shepherd's increase your love for fashion. You're quite a fashionista.
Yeah, I wasn't, but after working here, yeah, I'm really interested in fashion.
Okay, great. And you have a very sexy style.
I do.
You love things that are close to the body, strong colors, vivid prints, right? High heels. You love it all. But tell us, Hoda, as a pear shape, what do you find is the most challenging part of your silhouette?
I believe hips are the most challenging part of my body, and what I do absolutely I love most about my body is a waist,
Yes.
which I like it. That's why I try to wear something tight to show my waist.
Good, good. May I say you're not a complete classic pear because you have a strong shoulder line, straight, and you're bustier than many pears. But you've got the length here, very indented waist, and as you mentioned, the fullness here resides in the hip. A lot of pears have a fuller, rounded behind, and it's a little lower placed. Hoda, you ready to get started?
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. So we're doing super long looks on you, long pieces. But what I think is saving this is the strength here and then the super accentuation on the waist. The jacket juts out as a peplum over the fullness of the hip line. You love animal prints.
I loved it. I have shoes same color.
The stretch component in both these pieces is very important to talk about as well. It adds to the comfort of the jacket, for example, this taffeta stretch, and it allows for us to play with the belt. We belted it at the back. So here's the blouson effect, and it's super long at the back, and let's show them that. Okay, but the shaping here, do you see, we've created the hourglass shape so beautifully. And then the skirt is also, it's a jersey, opaque jersey, nice slit on the side. But everything has stretch, so movement, nothing is too boxy, too constraining. The V-neck here is showing some skin, and you've got the skin on the leg. So we're not losing you with all of this fabric. Hoda, you gotta trust me on this.
I trust you, 100%.
Okay, starting point. Tuck in the shirt into this. This is called a skess. It's a skirt that also becomes a dress.
I can see the difference.
You can see the difference.
Absolutely.
Okay, but can we make it more proportionate and make this shine? Yes, we can.
Yes.
This is where you really tuck in the blouse super tight. Now we're in the Hoda classic zone.
Right.
So a number of years when you were working here, we had you in this same blouse.
Exactly, I do remember. I posted in my Facebook as well.
Oh, good. And we had a pant from Simply. It was a wide leg trouser, jersey, and it came up quite high here on the waist. So we thought, why don't we try to reprise the look with something super high-waisted, empire waistline here, the shirt structured. It really works best on you, really high-waisted like this, and then the drape starts from right here and it just goes over the hip line. Kind of perfect shaping here. This bringing the skirt up here really accentuates Hoda's beautiful rounded behind, and we're going to now try the skirt over on top.
Wow.
Yeah.
Totally different.
Its proportions are perfect. So if you've created now the bustier dress, structure shaped up here, what are your thoughts on this?
I loved it. I mean, I can try without blouser. I can try with this one, different color, and it goes well. And I'm comfortable to it. I'm so comfortable to it. So sometimes I blow it. So this is perfectly keep me like a comfortable.
Hoda said, I'd love to try it just as a halter dress.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I mean, I said, okay, that works even. Sometimes I want to go to the events, like parties in the beach, so that works for me too.
Little jacket over it, little bolero.
I love it.
That's twirling.
How about the black jacket?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
good
How
proportions.
should I wear this one? Like,
I would bring it in a little
Mhm.
bit to showcase here. It's
Okay.
squared off at the neck, and what you do is you just kind of open it up as a V on each side, I think. Hoda, we went to our tried and true for the pair, the boot cut, but this time in the petite version. What's your thought on this?
I loved it because it's absolutely fits my hips, and also the length is perfectly. I don't need to go to the tailor, spend more money there. Even I can go with it at work. So
Yes, this is a bit of a departure from your typical denim. You mentioned you typically do skinny denim.
that's right.
Okay, so skinny, the subtle difference here is that this boot cut would be a little longer on you than your classic denims, and you mentioned you don't have this darker rinse. at
Right,
home.
I don't have it. All them are white or the really light blue.
Light blue.
That's
Okay.
right.
Mentioned the fit is absolutely perfect. It fits at the waist. Typically, pants gape at the waist for you. Now, in terms of what's happening with the fullness here, it's not really minimizing it all that much. It's caressing it, it's fitting it, but the darkness of the color and the length of the leg takes away from the fullness in the width of the hip.
That's right.
Right? Now we're going to do some tops to even better balance your shape.
Great. That's
Okay.
nice. Thank you.
You're not a big tunic dresser,
I am not. No.
but for the pairs out there that would like that option, we're doing a heavy knit sweater. It all starts with this gorgeous big cowl neck that accentuates that swan-like neck of yours. We've got interesting plaid details running through, but what I like about this is that it just comes out over the fullest part of the hip line, almost like a soft A-line. Are you ready for the pal piece?
Absolutely.
What did you think of this vest when you first saw it? on
The
hanger?
first saw it, I said, okay, completely changed my look. And I never tried this type, but I loved it. I said, how come? Like, if I was in a shop, I wouldn't choose this black with these the
colors.
The colors. But when I wear it, I said, it goes well. Why? And I was wondering what makes it goes well is the dark black stripe here or
Yes.
lines.
Yes.
It makes this perfect. And also boots. So
That's
matching
right.
boots with that one perfectly goes it.
You're petite. You never want to drown yourself with clothing, right?
That's right.
But this is not drowning. You've
No.
got color, you've got interest. This becomes like just a long line over that beautiful long line of boot cut. We thought we'd bring your hair down, okay, because it
Right.
does act as a very strong accessory here as well to bring the eye up visually towards the top as opposed to the hip line.
It's my like a comfortable type to always have my hair around, and then it shows my earring, it shows my jewelry.
In terms of color placement for a pair, typically you want the lighter colors on top, darker colors on the bottom. We're doing that here. You've got the shaping from the shoulder. There's a bit of a shoulder pad here, neckline perfect. We've kept it unzipped, but you see how this is just giving a bit of an angle. So it's boxy, but not overly boxy like that. It comes in and it comes out a little bit. The volume is where it should be. So the volume goes over the bust line, great, but it stays very close, slim and trim to all of the back here, goes out just a little above and beyond the back side. So here's where you can see the shoulder pad, the structure again, and the paneling here is curved inside, and that's perfection. So we've zippered up the jacket. So we're cutting the silhouette in two. Let's see what we can do here. We're layering Hoda up more than she's ever been layered in your life.
It works in Canada. So color is great, and then layering is great. I loved it, and it's not bulky. The length is perfectly fine.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So color's important here, right?
Absolutely.
To keep it looking chic and sharp.
Yeah.
We don't have to showcase the waist, again, is the message here for the pair. And, you know, it just really takes care of the hip line too. Can I ask you to turn to the side? Oh, it's just like puffiness greatness. It's not overly puffy. Take in the soft hemline here. That's the detail that matters. From the back, not a lot of detailing, but we still have a shaping happening. Now we're back to Hoda land.
That's right.
We're back to full shaping.
So elegant.
Yes.
It's so neat and perfectly fine.
So texture is interesting here. Structure, again, it's the classic moto jacket. There's a real strength in the lapel, so it's kind of taking over. The zipper adds beautiful vertical lines. It's shaped to perfection on you. And then the color coding, again, lighter, darker. We happen to be wearing the same pant.
That's right.
So a classic look and a little, I would say still classic, but a little more glitz, a little more chic. Okay, so different looks on this. What's your feeling on a wide leg crop pant, Hoda?
So I like it. It's not like a skinny crop pants. I don't like those because those keep me to show shorter.
They shorter, yes. Could I ask you to tie up the jacket? It has that tie just at the under the bust line.
You mean
there.
go to the Hoda land again?
Yes, Hoda land. Now, here's my thought on this. We tied the jacket with the bootcut jean, which was a slimmer, longer leg. Now this is a wider cropped leg. I think by over accentuating your tiny waist here, we're losing the balance with what's happening with the shoulder and especially the hip line. We're really overemphasizing here. So could you open the jacket once more? You still see the curves, you still see that figure, but everything is a little more in balance, which is to say there's less differentiation of space between this, and this, but it's still doing all the right work. So I'd like to thank Hoda. It was so much fun to play and to discover new looks for Hoda and pieces that she may not have gone to, which was the kind of the recurring theme. But in combining them with basic pieces that accentuate the best in our silhouettes, we can make a lot of great modern looks happen. So hope you enjoyed this segment. Comments, suggestions below, and we'll see you next week for another Ask Elaine.